Hello and good evening. My name is Alvaro Regalado, and I will be reading the questionnaire, the second questionnaire. And the first question is, what is language? Language is a system of conventional spoken, manual, or signed, or written symbols by means of which human beings, as members of a social group and participants in its culture, express themselves. The second questions. What two skills must the students acquire in order to master the sound system of a language? That was, I think, the most hard question because it's very ambiguous. So I must say the listening and speaking are the two skills we must have to acquire the sound system of language to master. Um, the third question, what is phonetics? Phonetics is a branch of linguistics that studies and classifies the sounds of human speech. The number four is, what is acoustic phonetics? Acoustic phonetics is a subfield of phonetics which deals with acoustic aspects of speech sounds, domain features as the mean square amplitude of a waveform, duration, spectrum, etc. The fifth question, what is articulatory phonetics? The articulatory phonetics is a branch of phonetics concerned with describing the speech sounds of the world's languages in terms of their articulation. The number six, what is phonology? Phonology is defined as the study of sound patterns and their meanings both within and across languages. Number seven, what is phoneme? A phoneme is the smallest unit of sound which is significant in a language. Number eight, what are allophones? Allophone is one of the sets of multiple possible spoken sounds or phonemes or signs used to pronounce a single phoneme in a particular language. Number nine, what is an alphabet? An alphabet is a set of letters in a particular order that are used for writing and language. Number 10, what is a phonetic alphabet? A phonetic alphabet is a set of symbols or codes used to show what a speech sound or letter sounds like. 11. What is the difference between broad and narrow transcription? Broad transcription indicates only the more noticeable phonetic features of an utterance, whereas narrow transcription encodes more information about the phonetic variations of the specific allophones in the utterance. Where is number 12? Where is speech produced? It is produced in the larynx with the vibration of course, the vocal folds. Number 13. What provides the airflow to support speech? The airflow is provided by the lungs with help of the diaphragm. What is the larynx? Commonly called the voice box, is an organ in the top of the neck involved in breathing, producing sounds, and protecting the trachea against food aspiration. The larynx houses the vocal folds and manipulates pitch and volume, which is essential for phonation. Number 15. What are the vocal cords? Also known as the vocal folds, are folds of tissue in the throat that are key in creating sounds through vocalization. The size of vocal cords affect the pitch of voice, open when breathing and vibrating for speech or singing. Number 16. What is the difference between the voiced sounds and voiceless sounds? Well, there are two main differences. When they're voiced, the vocal folds are set into vibration, When they're voiceless, the vocal folds are open. This is why there's no vibration or no vibration is required. 17. What is the glottis? It is a space between the vocal folds while open or narrow. 18. What is the principal source of modification of the airstream issuing from the larynx? This one was also very difficult to find for me, but I think the vibration is a source of modification. Thus, the sounds of speech are created. Number 19. How can we divide the parts of the throat and the lower head that are accessible to the airstream? In first place, we have the pharynx that is divided in mesopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. We have the larynx, which holds, of course, the vocal cords, and we have the trachea, which are divided in bronchi, left and right, and lungs, left and right. Number 20. How are the air passages above the larynx known? The air passages, also known as the vocal tract, or they have another name, which is supralaryngeal articulatory system. Number 21. What is the pharynx or pharyngeal cavity? It is a cone-shaped passageway leading from the oral and nasal cavities in the head to the esophagus and larynx. What is the function of the epiglottis? The main function of the epiglottis is to seal off the windpipe during eating so that food is not accidentally inhaled. The epiglottis also helps with some aspects of sound production in certain languages, of course. Number 23. What is the greatest source of modification of the airstream? That is also a very ambiguous question. However, I think the phonation is the greatest source of modification of the airstream. Number 24. What are the articulators and which are they? The articulators or organs of speech are the organs involved